Hello, Kijuan. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. The voice sounds good. I'm very excited to have this conversation, especially on this September 11th. It's a special day for our country, and we're very excited to have you here. So thank you so much for being here. You sound good. I'm going to mute your mic one more time so we can give a proper introduction, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Sound good.
Thanks, sir. Speak up a little bit. Yeah, speak up a little bit. There you go. All right. All right, folks. This is going to be a great show today.
Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us every week. We have conversations with authors and small business owners. We have exciting lineup of guests who will take us on a literary journey like no other. Join us as we delve into the world of authors and small business owners from diverse backgrounds and cultures, each bringing their own unique perspective and voice to the table. From thrilling memoirs to captivating fiction and business startups, our guests will share their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs, offering us a glimpse into the rich tapestry of human experience. Immerse yourself in the magic of words and discovery as we explore the global literary landscape together. So grab a cup of tea, cozy up by the fire, and join us on this adventure of a lifetime. The Hollis Chapman Show is your ticket to a world of imagination, inspiration, and enlightenment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hello and welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. Welcome to a special edition of the show. And we have a special guest here to the show. Today's September 11th. We all know that happened 24 years ago today. But our guest is a prime example of what you do when something tragic happens to your life. Our guest riding his motorcycle, got in an accident, he lost his vision. You'll never know it when you go to this YouTube channel. He has videos all over the place promoting his book, talking about motivation and passion, resilience. That's what he does. So don't when accidents happen, God forbid, is what you do after the accident. Do you dwell on it? Do you focus on the accident, or you focus on other things? Do you come forward? Not only he motivates himself, but he motivates all of us he touches. Let's welcome to our show a special guest, author Kijuan Amey.
I hope all is well.
Oh, everything's going well, sir, today, especially with you here today. We thank you so much. Appreciate you. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and your new book, sir.
Yes, sir. As you mentioned, I'm actually a professional resilience speaker and coach. Um, as you also mentioned about 9/11, I did serve proudly for my country in the United States Air Force for 10 years as an in-flight refueling specialist until, of course, that tragic day of May 5th, 2017, when I had my motorcycle accident. And I went into the military right after high school. So I was actually 19 years old. So yeah, still a young buck, as they say, and wet behind the ears. But they truly changed me in those 10 years that they had me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Um, and the first 2 months were the biggest change.
Yeah, yeah.
But anywho, I'm originally from Durham, North Carolina, where I was born and raised. And gosh, that city has changed so much. You go over there, and I'm telling you, you're gonna miss something. And so I do that as well as you mentioned being an author.
Yeah.
You also said how I lost my eyesight, but I did, however, write my own book just to throw that out there because a lot of people think I had a ghostwriter or something in along those lines. But actually, I sat there and typed out my own book. I
Wow.
mean, of course, I did have the uh, assistance of an editor and book formatter and the cover designer for those things. But other than that, I wrote everything out, and it was an amazing experience to say the least.
Yeah.
What else? Gosh, I mean, I'm a musician. I do so many different things. I don't even know where to end.
You know, you
I know
know
where to
it,
start.
it's
I don't know where to end.
I didn't know all that. First thing, sir, thank you for your service. I'm also a vet. I was in the
Yeah.
Navy, but so thank you for your service. And again, you've done so much stuff, okay, and positive stuff. It's being a speaker and stuff like that. When did you, after your accident, you must have had a little time where you sat there and said, "Why me? Why focus on me? Why did this happen to me?" When did you overcome that and said, "Okay, I got to get some positive out of what happened and share it to the world"? When did that happen to you?
Well, initially, yes, that did happen, of course, when I finally woke up. And I say that because I was in a medically induced coma for a month
Mm,
um, after my accident. So somewhere around June the 6th, June the 7th of 2017, I am on debate slash deliberation with God because I do believe in God.
yeah,
And I'm like, dude, why did you do this? Why did you
yeah,
allow this to happen to me? You know,
yeah,
and yes, hear that word clearly. There's a key word in there that I said that says allow, because
yeah,
God allows things to happen to us. As much as we think that that's not how it goes, it is. And so once I finally stopped, talking to him,
yeah,
he asked me that question, "Are you done?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And
yeah,
he said, "Well, why not you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Why not me?" And he starts to tell me of the different ways that I am still able, still capable, and blessed to even be here first and foremost, that I can still do the things that I do. And, yeah, I might have lost the ability to get on an airplane and go do some air refueling for the United States Air Force and be a staff sergeant, but that did not in my entire life. It
yeah,
just pivoted what I needed to do next. And so that's why I switched over to, of course, it took me some time,
yeah,
but I switched over to becoming who I am now, which is a professional speaker and coach and mentor and ambassador. I do so much, man. I forgot to even mention that I'm an ambassador and a mentor for the Air Force Wounded Warriors program.
oh,
And
very
so,
good.
there's so much that I do that I can't even recall of. So,
Wow.
yeah,
It's just a big wow when you keep on saying that. Now, again, I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to get my business up and going, stuff like that. What were some of the challenges when you sit there and, other than obviously your site, but getting your foot in the door and let people accept you? And I mean, because as you speak, I can understand how. But getting started a business, boy, I tell you, it's a tough thing. How did you navigate that? Who'd you talk to? Who was your mentor or help you say, okay, let's do this first, let's do that first, and then we can go from there? Because I think when people hear you speak, they'll love to have you come on board. But that takes some time to get there. How
absolutely.
did you go ahead? Yeah, share that with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, see, I wasn't new to business. I actually had a
Okay.
business prior to my accident. So I did know parts of that. Now it's going from being an entrepreneur who does website design and management, photography, and social media management to being a keynote speaker and a
Hmm.
resilience coach. This is the things I do now. So all it was figuring out, okay, how does this business work? And
Yeah.
once I got into, different classes, different courses, certified by a very, very impactful and world-renowned speaker in Eric Thomas.
Hmm.
I'm certified by him. I've been through so many different courses that it doesn't even make sense to get where I am, because I don't want people just be like, "Oh, well, he's got a great story. We'll
Yeah.
let him speak." No, I have a story and I know how to exactly tell it to make it
Yeah.
impact not only me, but you and anybody else you put me in front of. So
What brings is this. Everybody, public speaking is hard. Every time
yes,
I get to be public speaking, it's nervous. Okay, well, your thing is you can't see people. So did I think that's positive to you? Because everybody says, when you first start speaking, you imagine everybody naked to kind of calm you down. what did you do since you don't have Slate to calm you down and not be as nervous when you start speaking?
Yeah, me imagining